Here's our train, the Zambezi. I think it will hopefully start loading soon and hopefully we'll have a carriage to ourselves. 'Cause otherwise it could be a long 24 hours. So that is the train we're on, stretching all the way back around there. So we made it on board our sleeper carriage. The power hasn't been turned on yet, so we're just using the light light, but it looks pretty good. Like, we can't figure out how to close the window. There's a rum cup here. I think we're just gonna enjoy a taste of the golden age of rail travel. We just had to swap carriages because we didn't have a window closed in our last carriage, so we just moved to a new one, which it's exactly the same compartment, but it does have a window that closes, so we're all set. Slight problem with the generator, it won't be power for a good few hours yet because of some issue. But that's not going to keep us down. We're going to have a nice night on the sleeper. It's about 8:30 and we've just set off. So here we go. This is our little compartment. So slept up there. I slept down here. Good night's sleep.
Oh, my best.
Train does have a bit of a wobble on it.
Whoa!
It does have quite a view too. It's about 10:30 in the morning. I think we're about over halfway there. Yeah. But great scenery and definitely a worthwhile trip. Behind me you can see we are crossing the mighty Kapiri River, I think. So hopefully that means we don't have too far to go until we get to Lusaka, but you never know, this train will just stop anywhere.
Yeah, train journey update. We've been going like 16 hours. Just had a girl lunch of Pringles, crackers, an apple and some biscuits. We're either 3 hours from getting in or 8 hours, depending on who you ask. But it's actually quite nice. Scenery's really lovely. We've opened the shop box, just finished the video, the last video. It's actually alright. I could do another 24-hour train journey.
The sun is just sort of starting to go down, so the one thing we kind of wanted to avoid was getting to that point where it's inevitable here. But yeah, it does sort of feel like this train has actually been stopped for longer than it's been moving.
So last night when we got off the train, it was already getting quite dark. It was about 8 o'clock. Normally when we get off buses and public transport, we get swamped by people offering us taxis, but last night when it was really dark we couldn't find a single one. We were like looking around for a little while, starting to get a bit worried, and then eventually came across a really lovely guy. So he ordered a Yango for us and actually joined us in the journey, and thanks to him we actually ended up getting back to Boston okay, but yeah, if we hadn't met him, might be a bit screwed.
So it's morning in Lusaka and we have just been to the Tanzanian embassy to try and get our visa sorted, but they said that we could just do it on the train. So we're now just going to go get a bite to eat, but so far Lusaka, very pleasant.
Today's hot sauce is very peri, hot African sauce, heat rating 8 out of 10. It's okay, it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, it's fine.
So it's now 10 to 7 in Lusaka, and once again our luck seems to have been tremendous. When we turned up at the hostel after getting off the train, we got talking to a guy who asked us our travel plans. We said that we were looking to head to South Luangwa Park, and he said, oh, you should go with this lady, she's going on Thursday, which was when we wanted to go, and she runs a lodge, and so now we're getting a lift with a very nice lady who runs a lodge, and it's a 7-hour trip in a car, so as opposed to a 5 a.m. start and 2 bus changes. So yeah, so far looking very lucky.
We have been driving for just under 4 hours now. We've just crossed the Luangwa Bridge. The scenery's amazing. It's so beautiful. Yeah, we've got about 4 or 5 hours more to go.
So it's now 5 o'clock and we've just stopped in Chipata. Been driving this Great East Road, which goes all the way from Lusaka to here. It's quite long, looks pretty dangerous at points. We saw a dog get hit by a truck, which wasn't particularly pleasant, but also some beautiful scenery. But yeah, poor dog.
I know what.
So this is where we're staying, and this is the view. Good morning.
Good morning. Just saw a gazelle over there.
No way. That's a whopper. That thing down there is a sleeping crocodile. This place is like absolutely crazy. Like, we got here last night, it was pitch black. We got into our room and like all you could hear was like baboons fighting and hippos snorting. We're very glad we weren't in our tiny little tent, because we would have been absolutely bricking it. Getting somewhere at night means that you always get that great feeling of like waking up in the morning and seeing the place for the first time, and like this is quite the revelation.
It's amazing here. Like, we've already seen out there like hippos, crocodiles, we've seen monkeys, baboons, antelope, just around breakfast time.
So this hippo is now coming towards us, so we are taking evasive action. Come on, Zo. Okay, so location update. We have moved from Morali Camp to Croc Valley. Is that what it's called?
Marula Lodge.
Marula Lodge.
Almost.
To Croc Valley, because not only is it cheaper, but it's been recommended to us by loads of people.
This is our lovely room for the next 2 nights. It's like an eco tent. It's got like a little ensuite bathroom. But apparently you've got any food in here because the elephants will come and bash the tent down for it.
And this is our new view. Got these cool hammocks. Got this beautiful swing seat. Perfect spot for sundowners. Yep, we made the right choice. Chest set and a badass pool as well. Very happy. Yay. So it is 5:45 in the morning, and after being woken by some slightly naughty monkeys, we are up and ready for our second attempt at a morning game drive. Let's hope it goes better than the first one. So I think she's going to be a better passenger on the game drive than me, but she's not. I'm going to be the best passenger. The driver's going to love me way more.
No, it's going to love me more. I'm going to be first in the queue.
He's going to be like, oh, Jess, you're the best passenger I've ever had.
Guys, write in the comments who you think's going to be the better passenger, me or Jez. It's me, isn't it?
Wow.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
What about the most deadly foes?
These are males only. You see the other one is coming from that side.
So we are back from our game drive, just gone to a cash machine to get some cash to pay for it. Again, another incredible game drive, but unfortunately the big cats were once again elusive, possibly because they knew the big dog was in town, but yeah, it's a little bit disappointing, but otherwise, you know, an incredible experience.
It was amazing. It was it's really beautiful. Didn't see any big cats, which was a bit of a shame because that's what we really wanted to see. But yeah, we'll maybe try and see them on a different safari. But yeah, it was.
You don't blame me for that though, do you? Just my alpha presence scaring them away.
That's exactly why.
These are some very cheeky monkeys. You get some good views here at Croc Valley. There's one. Okay, so it's about 20 past 2 in the morning and we are just checking out of Croc Valley. We're not doing a runner. We've got a taxi coming because we've got a bus at 3 a.m. But at the moment the taxi isn't here, so that's not great really. And also we've left our food in the fridge, so we've lost quite a bit of food as well. So let's hope our luck improves today.
Got here and like 10 minutes later we're on the bus. Bit of drama this morning when we were just about to leave. The biggest spider I think I've ever seen was blocking our way. I was very soldier, sprayed it with doom and screamed and ran away. But now we are on the jumbo bus. It takes about 11 hours, but it's very comfy and we'll probably sleep most of the day.
So we've just stopped in Chapata about 3 hours into the journey. It's all going very well, apart from the fact that this song has been playing on repeat for about 40 minutes now at this volume. So Zoe and I now know all the lyrics and they're going quietly insane.
Cowboys and outlaws, riding guys and soundboys, good dogs and all kinds of kids. Dirt roads and white lines, and all kinds of stop signs. I'll stand right here where I'm at. I wear my own kind of hat.
So we've been going for about 10 hours now, but we've just stopped mysteriously. I think we're about 2 hours outside of Lusaka. Everyone's got off the bus, they're all waiting under the tree over there. So not a good sign. So it's now 4 o'clock, so we've been going for 14 hours and we've just been pulled over by the cops. Can't really tell what's going on, but it looks like our driver's done something illegal and we might not be allowed to continue, which is interesting. So it turns out that situation with the police was actually quite serious. They thought that our bus driver had potentially overtaken dangerously and run someone off the road, and that there'd been a big accident, someone had died. So I don't actually quite know how it ended really. So it was either
The driver got back into the van and drove us back. So I don't know if they thought it wasn't him in the end.
So either it was a case of mistaken identity, it was a different bus, or the driver was innocent, or he's got to go back and explain himself at a later date. But anyway, we have made it to Lusaka in one piece, and now we're just, well, how are we feeling? That was a horrible, wasn't it?
Just looking in this, I can tell that I woke up at 2 a.m. Oh.
Yeah, it was a toughie, that one.
Yeah.
A lot of stops again. and just very hot and a little bit frustrating, but we got there in the end. Did you see it was 40 degrees at one point on the bus? Yeah. Anyway, we're back in Lusaka, and we like Lusaka, so we're just going to go out and get something to eat and then just chill in our hostel. Well, that was an insanely full-on start to the day. We've just arrived at Lusaka bus station to get our bus for Kapiri Mposhi, and we basically just got swamped by people. Someone opened the boot of the car and like took our bags out and had to just grab our bags back off them, and we think we're on the right bus now. We hope we are. It's but yeah, that was pretty full on, like people banging on the taxi and just like stuffing their hands to the windows, and yeah, quite an intense start to a Tuesday morning. Yeah, we are travelling to Kapiri Mposhi. We need to be there by 2 o'clock to get the 4 o'clock train, the Tazara, which will take us to Dar es Salaam, a journey that, if all goes well, will take about 2 days, and if all doesn't go well, we've heard it can take up to like 5 days, so here's hoping we get lucky. Hi, this is Future Jez. So this video, if we add the Tazara train journey to it, it ends up at being about like 35 minutes long, so nobody's got time for that, so we'll cut it short here, and then we'll do the Tazara train journey in another video, because it's a pretty epic voyage and a pretty long voyage too, but it's entertaining, well, it should be, hopefully. So yeah, you can find out how that journey went in the next vid.